community development.
Now, if you've been to Dublin recently, you might have noticed lots of people cycling on distinctive blue bikes. When the city introduced its rent-a-bike scheme last September, the council hoped to attract about 1,000 users in the first few months.
But already over 25,000 people have signed up. It's been so successful, there's talk of wheeling it out to other cities around Ireland. Our reporter Julie Kirby has been checking out the appeal.
Crossing the city has never been so easy. Just ask the 25,000 people who've signed up to Dublin Bikes so far.
No, I totally embraced it. I thought it was a brilliant idea, and there's more and more people on them. And if you go to a cycle point and it's full, you just type in, it tells you where the next nearest one is.
It's great. It is very easy to use, and it just makes the city more accessible.
I think it's a great addition to the city. I certainly use it at least twice a day, going back and forth.
There are two main reasons for the scheme's success. First of all, the cost. Well, it's free for the first half hour. And secondly, its simplicity. You can either sign up online for a long-term hire card, or if you're just visiting for the weekend, you can get a 3-day pass for €2. Simply bring your credit card to one of the credit card-enabled stations and follow the instructions on screen.
There are 450 bikes at 40 different stations across the city centre, and the wheels are in motion to further expand the scheme.
I think a lot of cities around the country are beginning to look at it as a way of getting cycling going. I know Belfast City Council, we're thinking about it, and Galway and Cork are doing so also. You know, our system has worked really well. There are no downsides. We've had one bike stolen in 4 months and 330,000 trips, so it's phenomenally good.
Recent restrictions on the volume and speed of traffic in the city centre have all helped to foster this fledgling cycling renaissance.
Dublin City, to its credit, has been trying to bring back a cycling culture, and the measures that you mentioned are vital to ensuring that happens, and above all, vital to ensuring that children go back to cycling to school.
With newly unveiled plans for a €10 million cross-city cycle path along the canals, it seems it's pedal power all the way. Julie Kirby, BBC Newsline, Dublin.
Well, it seems to work there, but would a bike scheme work in Derry or perhaps Belfast?
None of them wearing helmets, so did you notice that?
Voluntary, yes, but they should do, yes.
Let's go live to our reporter Julie McCullough to see how it would work out here. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Noel. Well, Noel, I am literally surrounded by bicycles here in this showroom in Belfast. And the man who sells them and who lives and breathes them is Derek Armstrong. Now, Derek, we heard about this scheme in Dublin. Do you think something similar would work here in Belfast? What do you make of that scheme?
It's a great scheme and it's working quite well in Dublin. I don't think Belfast is quite ready for it just yet. I think that the demographics and the culture are further behind Dublin. I think we don't have enough cycle lanes, but I think in maybe 2 years' time we should have enough to cope with it then.
But what if the bicycles were there the way they are in Dublin and the docks are there and it was free as well?
I still think it would be difficult to implement it and make it a viable project. I've been studying this for 2.5 years, and I think that if we combined it with public transport, then there may be an opportunity to make it work in that respect. But standalone, I think it's going to be a while before it'll work.
So what do you mean, you know, work alongside public transport? I mean, how would that get more people interested in cycling?
Well, the public transport provider here has made it clear that they feel that the system will work as a complete package for them. They reckon that cycling will work and dovetail with train and bus journeys. And they're studying this at the moment, and they've got future plans to make this work.
OK, Derek. Well, Andrew McMurray is from Friends of the Earth. Now, Andrew, there's no doubt in my mind you would love to have a scheme, something similar to what's going on in Dublin, going on here in Belfast.
Yep, what we all want is more people cycling in Belfast. And we've seen a successful scheme in Dublin, and we are looking at the moment at a combination of schemes. I think is the overall best solution for Belfast. We have to work together with both the infrastructure, and in Dublin they've seen a 30 kilometres per hour speed limit introduced, which is about 19 miles an hour, which really encourages cyclists to come out, and also working with children. For example, safe routes to schools would be fantastic as well. OK, Andrew, well, thank you very much for that. Well, at this stage, we don't have a scheme like that here in Belfast or any of our other cities. So if you do want to do a bit of cycling, you have to find your own bicycle. But Noel and Donna, I've been thinking about you, and I found you both the perfect bicycle. You just have to decide who is going to do most of the pedalling.
I'd love that.
You'd look sweet upon the seat. I have a bicycle built for two.
I'm going to take the front seat, OK?
You're welcome.
Now, if you'd like an issue or a story you'd like us to look at, getting in touch is easy. Text Newsline, followed by your comment to 63399. Phone us with your story on 03704 111 630. Our email address is bbcnews.